everybody. How are you doing? It is Saturday. It's afternoon. Wanted to get back out here sooner, but boy, I've been really busy. Had a lot of things to do. But I have a little bit of time in the shop, a few hours today before this evening when I do have plans. And I want to get back to work on these. I've got the twos glued up and they are separated. I need to go ahead and get larger blanks glued up, and then we'll finalize it by gluing everything together, and we'll make our cuts in the opposite direction. So we're going to start with that, and while the glue dries, which it is cold out here again today, so I don't know if I'll get another set of glue ups done or not. We'll see what happens. I still have all of these blanks here I need to do something with. I'm not going to keep them. They'll be sold at some point. I just need to figure out how I want to get them advertised and sold. And then I've got some pins I want to turn. So probably after I do the glue ups, I probably will turn my attention to making a pin. We'll just see how it goes. And I'll keep you guys posted. I just finished the glue up on the latest edition of Chaos Blanks. And I wanted to take a second to let you guys know I do listen to your suggestions that you leave in the comments. Someone suggested, since the glue is taking so long to dry due to the cold, and since the glue ups I'm doing are really small glue ups, why not set them in the house? So I did just that. I went ahead and made the glue ups. I got everything clamped down. I got all the excess glue wiped off so it wasn't going to drip anywhere. And then I set them inside the house in our laundry room along with the bottle of glue. I usually set it in there in between glue ups so it doesn't get, cold and thick. So the glue ups are going to be in the house for a half an hour, 45 minutes, however long it takes me to turn one of these blanks. And then we'll take a close look at them, and hopefully that Titebond will have tacked up and I'll be able to get them out here, make the final glue up. And if we're super lucky, maybe we can get the second cuts made tonight. But that's going to be pushing it. I'm thinking second cut is probably going to end up being tomorrow, just because I don't want to take any chances at screwing this one up. But anyway, I'm going to turn my attention to turning one of these blanks over here. I'll keep you guys posted on how that goes. I finished making this sculpted arbor pin with a pink diamond cast blank. All in all, I like the pin. I think it looks really nice. There's a couple of things about it that I'd like to change. I'm going to present it to my wife, see what she thinks. And quite honestly, you may see this pin again in the future. I may remake it a second time. If I don't fall in love with it after a while, I'm going to take it apart and we'll redo it. I just made the final big glue up. I still have this piece here that I'd like to attach to the end, before I make the diagonal cuts the other direction. I think having it on there may help me get an extra blank or so out of it. Not sure yet, but that's going to take a separate glue up because I needed the flat edges to really be able to grip these two blanks. You can see my glue line right here. This half and this half just got put together. But I'm going to take this back in the house. We're going to let it dry for a while. I'll come back. We'll try to get this piece attached. And if we can, great. If we can't, well, we can't. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with how that's going. Let me set this down here out of the way. And the only thing I'm worried about is I'll have my diagonal cuts this way. I don't have any cuts this way, except for just a few. And I was wondering if after I make my second set of diagonal cuts, should I come back and make some cuts against the grain, just to kind of, to make sure I have, something to catch the eye from all four directions. I don't know. What are you guys' thoughts? I probably will not get past, I'll be lucky to get the second set of cuts and the first set of glue ups today on the second diagonal. What do you think about coming back and doing a cut perpendicular to the grain of the wood? Let me know in the comments. I want to hear your thoughts. This is the latest pin I've been working on. It is a starboard pin kit from Drop Anchor Creations, and the wood is Masur birch, sent to me by a good friend Friedrich from Sweden. I've had the wood for quite a while. I found it up in the loft and thought, man, this would make a gorgeous pin, so this is what I'm using it for. I just finished the CA. I'm ready to micro mesh. I got to get these nonstick bushings off. I paused. I've let this sit here for a few minutes because I went ahead and did the final glue up on my blank. I glued that end piece, that triangular end piece, onto the blank, and I've got that in the house drying while I finish this. And I'm hoping, keep your fingers crossed, that when I get done with this and have it all assembled and everything, that the glue will be dry enough for me to head over to the saw and start making the next set of cuts on my new Chaos blank. I just finished turning this pin, and I don't know if you can see it or not. Look how the end of the pin swells out. It does the same thing on the other end, and if you look closely, there's a crack there, and there's a crack on this end. Now, what I've got here is the bushings that came with this. That's this set of bushings right here. The lower bushings wouldn't fit inside the tube. Now, this is basically a Junior Gent kit, so I went and got some Junior Gent bushings. They fit beautifully inside the tube. I was able to turn the lower half, and I love how it turned out. When I went to press the components in, evidently the components needed a tube that was just a fraction larger. So when I pressed them in, they expanded the tube and split the thin piece of wood glued to the tube. A little disappointed about that. I'm going to end up finding another lower tube, one that is the proper diameter. And I've got plenty of Monsieur Birch since I had that little find earlier. And we're going to go ahead and return the lower half of this pin because I really want to carry this one. I just love it. I think it's a gorgeous pin. Take a look at that. Next set of cuts have been made. We're ready to begin glue ups. There are 16 segments, which means 15 cuts. So let's say 16 at 1/8 of an inch. That is 2 inches that I lose diagonally. Now, if I come back and go perpendicular to the grain, the same thing is going to happen. I'm going to lose, I don't know, maybe 12. So 1.5 inches of length, which is essentially 2 blanks. So tell me what you think. I'm still debating whether or not I want to go ahead and make the perpendicular cut, but I got to get busy gluing up. Just finished my glue ups. And if you take a look at these, do you notice anything? Yeah, I forgot to mix them up. So I didn't realize until I was gluing the last one up. And basically the blanks were not mixed up. So I put separators between them. I don't think it'll matter all of that much, especially if I come back and do the 90-degree cut and then mix them up. I really don't think it'll be noticeable. And the piece of wood or the piece of veneer I have between them will really help out. And the other thing I can do is when I get ready to do glue up number 2, I'll go ahead and mix them up at that point. So I don't think it's going to cause any type of a problem. I think it's going to actually look really, really cool. I think that's going to be it for me. I have one more pin over here that needs to be turned, but it's one that I was working on the other day. You remember I put the insert in it because I drilled the hole too big. I need to really focus on that one to make sure I don't make a second mistake on it. But that's not tonight. I'm tired. When I come back out, and I'm hoping that's going to be tomorrow, we'll see how things go. I need to go up in the loft and find some other really unique, nice looking pieces of wood and go through some of my kits and get another 4 or 5 pins ready to be turned. So that way I can just keep turning for you guys. I was able to turn 2 pins today, and that'll be 2 more videos that I'll just add into the queue for Fridays to come. So we just keep having them. Even if I get pulled away on a trip, we should have videos for the next, right now, I think 4 weeks. So this, I think it's through like December 19th or something like that. Whatever the Friday is, 14th, 19th, somewhere in there. I'm going to get 2 more, which should take me through Christmas. And then, of course, as soon as I get these Chaos blanks done down here, we'll turn a pin out of those so you can see what they look like. And we'll get those for sale. Now, the way I'm going to do the Chaos blanks is before I cut them into blanks, I'm going to give an opportunity for some people to buy them. And the way I'm going to do them, I usually cut my blanks, and they're about 3 inches, so you can make Sierras out of them. And I sell those for 15 bucks. Some people say, hey, I need a longer blank. I need a 4-inch or a 5-inch blank. What I'm going to do, $5 an inch. You want a 3-inch blank? 15 bucks. You want a 4-inch? I'll cut you one, 20 bucks. You want a 5-inch? 25. We're going to do it that way. And I think 5 is about the largest blank that I can drill. Thought somebody was hollering for me. Or the largest blank that I can cut. I'll let you know what that is, and we'll sell them that way. I'll let you guys do a kind of a quick pre-order, and then I'll cut them all up and get them all shipped out. I think that's how I'm going to do it. That'll help people who want larger blanks for different style pins to be able to have a matching blank. That's it for me, man. I've had a great evening. I hope you guys have enjoyed hanging out with me and watching what I'm doing. Have a great time, and we'll see you again very, very soon.